Your core isn't failing you during planks. Your technique is, and there's one mistake almost every woman makes within the first 5 seconds that guarantees the shaking starts early. Most women struggle with planks not because they're weak, but because nobody ever taught them the actual techniques that make planks manageable. There are 4 specific strategies that will help you hold your plank longer, stop that frustrating shaking, and actually build the core strength you're working so hard for. Let's get into it. Before we dive into the 4 strategies, though, I need to clear something up really fast. The shaking you feel during a plank is not always a bad thing. When your muscles are working hard and approaching their limit, they shake because individual muscle fibers are fatiguing and others are firing up to take over. A little shaking means you're working. But when the shaking gets so intense that your form completely falls apart, that's when we have a problem. And that's exactly what these 4 strategies are designed to prevent. Strategy number 1 is learning how to breathe like your plank depends on it, because it literally does. This is the single most underrated plank tip that almost nobody talks about, and it's probably the reason you're collapsing faster than you want to. Here's what most women do. They drop into a plank, everything feels intense, and without even realizing it, they hold their breath or start taking these tiny, shallow little chest breaths. The moment you do that, your core tension drops dramatically. Your abs cannot maintain their engagement when you're oxygen deprived and breathing incorrectly. Here's what you need to do instead. Before you even get into your plank, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw your belly button in toward your spine. That creates what we call intra-abdominal pressure, which is essentially your body building its own internal support system. Then, throughout your plank, keep breathing deeply into your belly, not your chest. Inhale through your nose, feel your ribcage expand, then exhale slowly and keep your core braced the entire time. This might feel strange at first because most of us breathe into our chests by default, but practice this breathing pattern for just a few days, and you will feel an immediate, noticeable difference in how long you can hold your position. Strategy number 2 is creating full body tension from head to toe. This is where so many women go wrong, and they don't even know it. They think a plank is just about the abs, so they focus on squeezing their stomach and forget about everything else. But here's the truth. A plank is a full body exercise, and the more tension you create throughout your entire body, the less work any single muscle group has to do, which means you last longer. Start from the ground up. Squeeze your feet together or keep them just hip-width apart. Now squeeze your quads as hard as you can, like you're trying to lock your knees straight. Then squeeze your glutes. Imagine you're holding something between them. Tuck your pelvis very slightly so your lower back doesn't arch. Now, your core. Brace it like you're expecting someone to poke you in the stomach. Not sucking in, bracing outward. Now push the floor away with your forearms or your hands. Press into the ground and feel your shoulder blades spread slightly apart. Chin tucked, eyes on the floor, body in one straight line. When you activate all of these muscle groups simultaneously, something almost magical happens. The load gets distributed across your entire body instead of concentrated in one place. Your hips stop dropping, your lower back stops aching. And that shaking, it becomes much more controlled. Practice this full body tension checklist every single time you get into a plank, and your endurance will grow faster than you ever expected. Strategy number 3 is using the elbow drag technique to fire up your core instantly. This is one of my favorite tricks, and it is incredibly simple. Once you're in your forearm plank, instead of just holding the position passively, imagine that you're trying to drag your elbows toward your feet. You're not actually going to move. This is an imaginary movement, but the intention creates real muscle activation. Your abs will engage more deeply, your obliques will kick in, and suddenly your plank goes from something you're surviving to something you're actually doing. Think about it this way. There's a massive difference between lying on your bed passively and lying on your bed while deliberately tensing every muscle. The position looks the same from the outside, but the internal experience is completely different. The elbow drag technique is your secret weapon for going from passive holding to active planking. And active planking builds strength so much faster. Try it right now if you want. Get into a forearm plank, settle in for a few seconds, and then imagine dragging your elbows toward your toes. Feel that? That sudden increase in core activation? That's your abs actually working the way they're supposed to. Keep that intention alive for your entire plank, and you will build strength twice as fast. Strategy number 4 is progressive plank training, and this one changes everything for long-term results. Here's a mindset shift I need you to make right now. The goal is not to hold a terrible plank for 3 minutes. The goal is to hold a perfect plank for as long as you can maintain that perfect form. A 30-second plank with your body in perfect alignment, full tension engaged, breathing correctly, is worth 10 times more than a 3-minute plank where your hips are sagging, your back is arching, and you stopped breathing properly at the 40-second mark. So here's what progressive plank training looks like in practice. Find your limit. Drop into a perfect plank using everything we've talked about: full body tension, proper breathing, elbow drag technique. Hold it until your form genuinely starts to break down. Note the time. Let's say it's 40 seconds. That's your baseline. Now, instead of trying to do one long, exhausting plank every session, do multiple shorter holds. If your max is 40 seconds with good form, try doing 3 rounds of 30 seconds with 30 seconds of rest in between. This keeps your form solid across all 3 rounds. Over the following weeks, you'll add 5 seconds to each round, then 10 seconds. Before you know it, your 30-second plank has become a 60-second plank, and your 60-second plank has become a 90-second plank, all with perfect form. This approach works so much better than grinding through one long sloppy plank and wondering why you're not getting stronger. Also, and this is important, don't be afraid to modify. Knee planks are not cheating. They're a stepping stone. If you're newer to planks or coming back from time off, start with a perfect knee plank. Master the breathing, master the tension, master the elbow drag technique, then progress to a full plank. Building on a solid foundation always beats struggling on a shaky one. Now I want to tie this all together for you because these 4 strategies work best when you use them together, not in isolation. Breathe deeply and intentionally. Create full body tension from your feet all the way up to your shoulders. Use the elbow drag technique to actively engage your core throughout the entire hold. And train progressively, respecting your current limits while consistently pushing them forward. The women who see the fastest results with planks are not the ones who force themselves to shake uncontrollably for minutes at a time. They're the ones who learn their body, apply smart technique, and build consistently over weeks and months. That's how you go from a 30-second shaky mess to a rock-solid 2-minute plank that you're actually proud of. Here's your challenge for this week. I want you to try a plank today using all 4 of these strategies together. See how it feels compared to what you've been doing. Then drop your time in the comments below. Whether it's 15 seconds or 2 minutes, I want to hear it. And if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend who's also working on her core strength. She will thank you for it. And if you want more content specifically designed to help women build real, functional strength without wasting time on ineffective techniques, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. I'll see you in the next one.